Hello, Webby here, and welcome to a new Final Fantasy update video. Yes, we are going to do the highlights of the September live letter and let you know all the important stuff. I mean, I've read through all of the notes and I'm just going to basically give you some of the highlights that are going to change or be added to the game in November. When the new expansion comes out. So that's what we're doing today. Have a little bit of a fly around. We're in Costa del Sol at the minute. Very cool. So yeah, so I've got my notes here. What have we got going on in the updates? So there's going to be a few adjustments, just a few job adjustments as always to tanks, melee DPS. I won't go into all that. There's absolutely tons of little things. Each job always gets a makeover or a buff, I suppose. I think it's basically adjustments where they find out whether if they think something's too overpowered or not powered enough to cause balances and checks and balances. That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it today. I was going to do this in daylight. I wanted to do it somewhere else, but anyway, none of that. So, just get through my notes. The first thing, the battle adjustments. So adjustments are being made to Raid Finder and the way that savage battles and large raid battles are being put together. And the main thing of that is that there's going to be a split between pure healers and barrier healers. Now, pure healers are going to be White Mage and Astrologian, and barrier healers are Scholar and Sage. I would assume that barrier healers, as it says, are more likely to have buffs, debuffs, that kind of thing, where the other ones are purely for healing. When you go on to Raid Finder matching from now on, it'll always put one pure healer and one barrier healer in your party when you go to. Obviously, if you put up a party of your own, it won't make a difference. So you could be two white mages then if you're part of a group. But if you're going on Party Finder, it will match you with, like I said, one barrier healer and one pure healer. There's new weekly completion rewards. That's fine. Slightly different drops where before they didn't necessarily give you a weapon coffer at the end of some of the raid battles. Now there's going to be a designated weapon coffer dropping at the end of certain raids. So I would assume that's to make sure that, you know, people are getting what they need from each battle as the raids go up. Health bars will be displayed when incapacitated. That's not a highlight for me, but I just thought I'd bring that one up. It might be for someone else. Here's one. The Unreal Trials. Everybody knows those. Those are the level 50 extreme trials that we've done in the game, but remastered for level 80. Make it a little bit harder. You get a bit of nostalgia, and I have to admit, it is a lot harder than the original level 50s, I'll tell you that. Yes. So what's going to happen with those? They're going to be temporarily removed while they put in the new expansion. So when patch 6.0, the actual expansion goes out, Unreal Trials won't be able to be done anymore, but they will be reintroduced into patch 6.1 whenever that comes about. 6.1 is usually a couple of weeks afterwards, so it shouldn't be too much. The next big thing is the belt removal. We've heard about the belt removal before, but let's go a bit more into it. So belts will no longer be equipable or obtainable via duties and item exchanges. If you've got a belt equipped to a player character, as well as those in your armory chest, they'll now be given to a calamity salvager, and you'll be able to obviously retrieve those individually as needed. All other belts remain in your inventory as is. So if you've got some in your saddlebag or in your infantry or on your retainers, they will stay there. Any affixed materia and signatures on crafted belts will remain as is. So please, your material will stay on the belt. So I would say to make sure that right before they close us off to get everything done for 6.0, make sure you're taking any material off belts if you want to. Obviously, if you've got plenty of materia, don't worry about it. But make sure, especially, and your soul bonds as well. Any soul bonded belts, make sure you get your retrieving your materia from the soul bonds. Okay, that's 100% soul bond. You know about that. Eureka. Now, a Eureka has a speed belt that can be obtained when you play Eureka. They're now going to change that into a ring. Any speed belts that you have can be exchanged after the release of patch 6.0. So if you've got that speed belt, when the new expansion pack comes out, just exchange it for the ring. That's fine. Now, the next big thing that's happening is obviously the downscaling. Now, we've heard about this from several different things, and that's the fact that because of the larger numbers that are now being created, they're going to downscale. So you won't get as many numbers, as bigger numbers as you would, but then they're also downscaling the enemies as well. So it's completely balanced, but we'll see lesser numbers. So you may feel, because you're not getting the big numbers anymore, you may feel that you've been downgraded, but the monsters have been downgraded too. So there is a balance there. Now the downscaling, it says the difference in gear attributes from the level 50 to 80 will be reduced. Overall HP and damage values will be reduced. Potencies of meals, medicine, materia will also be reduced accordingly. So, like I said, but don't worry, the monsters, dungeons, everything like that are going to be reduced as well to meet the same balance. And as it says, adjustments to maintain the balance with consideration for downscaling on various systems. When using the undersized party option, the enhanced echo effect will be applied to bring the difficulty balance in line with the previous patches. So the enhancement strength will vary depending on duty level. EX pain gains will now be downscaled as well. So where before towards the end of Shadowbringers, you were getting millions towards it. Obviously, that'll be downscaled, but that again is to go balance with the amount of, it's getting 30, 40 million XP now to get into the next level. So they're downscaling, those numbers. It's causing a lot of lag on some of the servers, so they're trying to balance it all out. Sorry, I'm just quickly reading through so I know what's going on. Teleportation and Aethernet updates. I didn't hear about this one. Adjustments to teleportation fees. Teleportation fees will now be recalculated for 6.0. Updates will be made on the Aetherite UI. Interesting. That's probably more than likely because we've got a new area. Whenever you have a new area, it goes to 999 to teleport there. But whether or not that means that everywhere else is going to get a lower teleportation, because if you're in Gridania at the minute, it costs the same to teleport to Kugane, if it's not a favourite, obviously, as it does to teleport to the Crystarium. It's 999, 1,000 basically. So I don't know whether they're just completely reducing those costs, which would be nice. I mean, £1,000 gil to go somewhere is, and I would think for beginners, definitely. I mean, it helps that they gave out those little tickets and that lot to help you get back to the Walking Sands. Let's not talk about the Walking Sands, but the yeah, so hopefully I'm going to assume that they're going to completely reduce some of the costs down so that newer players aren't, it's hard to get gil in lower levels. Nobody wants to buy you stuff because they've got it all. Okay, there was a weapon design contest, and that looks to be about it. And apparently you can save 50% off collector's edition digital updates. So all the digital updates up to Shadowbringers, you can now get at 50% off, and you'll get all the rewards that everyone else got. The digital rewards, not the physical rewards. So you won't be getting the statues and the art collections and stuff like that, but you'll be able to collect all the mounts and minions and jewelry, weapons. So the Squall's Gunblade is there. Everything like that you can now pick up, and that looks to be all there is. I mean, there's a lot more. You can go completely in depth, and you can see, you can go online and see the whole letter if you want. But I just wanted to pick up on a few of the main details. Some of them, like I said, we heard before. We knew about the belt removals, but they're giving us a little bit more information about them. We knew about the downscaling again, but we've gotten a little bit more information on that. So, you know, it's not long now. I can't even remember. We're on the 20th of September and it's due on the 19th of November. So we've literally only got 2 months. We've got about 8 weeks. 8 weeks, guys. And then we will be playing, and hopefully, you know, those people that have pre-ordered, and you can still pre-order now. There is a digital pre-order. If you're on your consoles and stuff, get it, because you get to play early. It usually comes out on a Tuesday, and we play from Friday. So yes, if you can, get it, do. So that was just a quick update video. Sorry about the and ahhing. I was reading some of the notes myself. I thought I'd read all of them, but apparently a few had slipped past me. Hopefully some of that information helps. I do want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been watching my vids, who comments on my vids. Thank you so much. I only do this for a bit of fun. I enjoy Final Fantasy so much. Again, I want to play a few other games, but to start with, Final Fantasy has always been my favourite. So thank you guys so much for those people who have subscribed. Thank you so much, honestly, for the people who spent, you know, took the time to just comment with thank you for the information, or I had a nice comment saying I had a nice voice. I don't know where that's come from. They obviously didn't watch my videos when I was sick. But yeah, again, thank you so much. Like I said, for those people who took the time to comment on them, and even you guys right now who are watching who took the time to watch it. Thank you so much. And obviously I'll be doing more videos. I'll keep you updated. Some of them might just be clip videos. I've been posting a lot of scenic videos and cutscene videos at the moment. Again, just because I'm, you know, there's a lot going on and I have to do quick vids. I don't want to not put vids out there, so I'm putting a few quick ones out. But I wanted to do the update. And again, just thank you very much. If you did like this video, if you want to be kept up to date with updates, and any other small things that I decide to throw on the channel, please do subscribe. I try and get some on regularly, but if not, I then put a load of videos on all at once. So I'll try and get into a better routine at putting videos on. Please subscribe, please like, and just watch. That's, you know, when I get the views, it means that people are watching, people are listening, and that's what, you know, it means everything to me. So thank you very much. Webby is going, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.